Arsenal put their Champions League disappointment firmly in the past to beat Wolves at Molineux and move back to the top of the Premier League. Having blown their chance to leapfrog Pep Guardiola's side 6 days ago by losing at home to Aston Villa, then been knocked out of the Champions League by Bayern Munich on Wednesday, it was a welcome triumph for Mikel Arteta's men. Leandro Trossard's strike in the last minute of the opening period may not have been the most eye-catching of the Belgians' career, but it was perfectly timed. It came at the end of a half where Arsenal seemed to have got stuck after a bright start and nearly fell behind to Gary O'Neill's injury-ravaged side. The visitors dominated the second half too, but were unable to carve out the clear chances that would have allowed them to take the game out of reach. Captain Martin Odegaard added the second deep into stoppage time at the end of the game, turning in from a tight angle after his initial cross had been blocked. "I really like the performance, the result, the clean sheet," said Gunners boss Arteta. "But especially the way the team has individually shown that they still have another step forward to make and resilience that is needed in these moments to step in and say, 'I'm here. I'm going to make myself count and impact the team.'" The result means Arsenal are now a point clear of City, with a better goal difference but having played a game more. They have the chance to apply some significant pressure to the defending champions when they entertain beaten FA Cup semi-finalists Chelsea on Tuesday. "If you look at the amount of games we've played in the last few weeks, the types of games that we have played and the attitude and the way they played its top," Arteta added. "It's within them. They want to win, they want to compete at their best, and their effort is unquestionable. The results are something, but I'm really happy for the approach and the mentality of the team." Tired Wolves' winless run continues. Wolves' efforts were recognized positively by fans who stayed behind their team throughout. But when the season draws to a close, how much will they regret allowing Championship Coventry to overturn their injury time lead in their FA Cup quarter-final at Molineux last month? A Wembley semi-final this weekend would have lifted a season that has turned into a grind for O'Neill's squad, who were superb for the first two-thirds of the campaign but now seem affected by a lack of energy and bodies. João Gomes forced David Raya to push his angled first-half effort onto a post, and substitute Mario Lemina tested the Arsenal keeper with a second-half shot. But they were sporadic moments of attacking invention, with Wolves' best performers being defenders, particularly captain Max Kilman and Totti, who were outstanding at the heart of the home side's rearguard action. On loan Tommy Doyle was industrious for Wolves. However, they have now gone 6 games without a win in all competitions, their longest run since the end of the 2021-22 season. Chairman Jeff Schur has repeatedly stated the club did not bring in reinforcements during the January window because he was not prepared to risk breaking the Premier League's profit and sustainability rules. However, the feeling will linger that the decision cost Wolves and O'Neill a realistic shot at a top-half finish. Magician Trossard strikes the crucial blow. Trossard has been in and out as an Arsenal player since joining from Brighton in a £21 million deal in January 2023. The Belgian has still made more substitute appearances than starts in the Premier League for the Gunners, and when things are not going well, he is an obvious candidate to be replaced. Yet he scores key goals. Since the beginning of last month alone, he has provided a winner against Porto in the Champions League, an equalizer in the home leg of the quarter-final with Bayern Munich, and now his latest effort, which takes him to 14 for the season in all competitions. Only Bukayo Saka has scored more for the Gunners. It was a scruffy effort, leaning back and on the stretch to get to Gabriel Jesus' prodded pass. But it floated right into the top corner, out of goalkeeper Jose Sá's reach. It changed the complexion of an evening that was starting to get a bit nervy for the visitors, who before that had allowed Wolves back into a game they had initially dominated. "He's a little magician," said Arteta. "He can score with any service. He's a big threat. So composed, so cool. He can play in different positions. It's just a joy to have him in the team." At the end of a tough week, it was understandable Arsenal were not at their free-flowing best. Still, they had chances. Kai Havertz swiveled neatly inside the area in both halves. However, on each occasion, the German sent his shot straight at Jose Sá. Declan Rice had 4 opportunities, including a first-half shot he sent fizzing just wide and an injury-time effort that forced Sá into a decent save. Yet, for all his obvious qualities, the England midfielder is yet to improve his goals output, something he is certainly capable of. It took Odegaard to finally finish Wolves off with a close-range effort in stoppage time.